are finally going to be addressing the altitude problems with the black truck here, old Jack Black. I ordered the lowering kit for this literally over a month ago, June 26th. It just showed up a couple days ago. We're finally going to get around to installing that. I'm super excited because if you guys saw the video where we put the slicks on, I can literally fit my head in that front wheel gap over there, which is just horrendous. So today we're finally going to get around to installing that. All it is just drop springs, shackles, and mounts back here. We're not going to do a flip kit or anything like that. Mostly because I do like these wheels. I do want to keep running them for a while, and I can't go much lower without it hitting the body because it sticks out a little bit. So we're just going to do a 4-inch drop back here and about a 3-inch drop up front. I'm hoping that it doesn't give it too much of a stink bug stance, but if it does, we'll deal with that later. And let me show you what kind of lowering kit we're doing. It's a super basic setup. It shouldn't take too long at all. The hardest thing will be like dealing with the spring bushings and stuff like that. Yeah, these are the new springs for the front. They should be about a 3-inch drop, and then here's everything for the back. All the bolts and hardware, the new shackles. You can see there's a 1-inch difference depending on how low you want to go. I'm assuming this one's like a 3-inch, that one's a 4-inch, but we'll see when we get there. And then here's the front hanger. All it does is just move the spring mounting point a couple inches. But if everything goes well, hopefully by the end of the day, this thing should be looking sweet. And I'm super excited, so let's get the truck in here and start getting to work. Alright, before we lift it up and start tearing it apart, I want to take a couple measurements just so we can see exactly how much it drops it. It should be 4 in the back, 3 in the front. But this is the only way to find out for sure how much it does actually drop it. Alright, right now it is at almost exactly 35 3/4 on this side and 36 on this side. The fronts are, this side's 32 and this side is, wow, this side's 33. That's an inch difference from side to side. So hopefully that gets taken care of too. Alright, now that the truck's up in the air, we can get a better look at what we're doing. Right here are the shackles that we're going to be replacing. And you can see here that all we're doing is just bolting in these longer ones. And that just effectively raises the mounting point of the spring, lowers the truck. So assuming all of this comes apart without any drama, that's not too difficult. It's basically just 2 bolts. Honestly, I've never had one of those come apart very easily, so this one will probably be a pain in the ass too. And then for the fronts up here, you can see the stock hangers. It's just held on with these 4 rivets. One right there, and then right here's the other 2. And then just the spring itself is held on with the 1 bolt here. Probably grind the head of these rivets off and then like air chisel them out of the frame, and then we can just bolt up the new shackles and everything's good back here. And then for the fronts, we got to disconnect the shock so we can get the spring out around it, and then the sway bar end link, and then disconnect the ball joint and separate it. Right now we're just going to focus on the backs. Alright, we got the passenger side spring out, the driver's side just have to cut the front bolt. and then that can come out. Yeah, these bolts are seized into the bushings there, so we're gonna have to get new ones, which there's a place in Lansing called State Spring that has them for 10 bucks, or you can order them online. And then just get new bushings and bolts, and then we can put those back together. We cut the shackles because we're not gonna be reusing them. We got the new ones, so we're not worried about that. And then the last real hurdle back here is gonna be getting this hanger out. We're probably gonna drop the gas tank so that we can get to it comfortably, maybe use the torches on these bolts too, or these rivets. Once that's off and we get the bushings, we can start putting this together and then get to work on the front. But this is like worst case scenario with this stuff. But it's the most common thing, is those bolts are seized into those bushings. It was kind of expected, but we really hope that we could avoid doing all this. If it wasn't for wanting to use those wheels for a while, we would just have done a flip kit. It would be so much easier, wouldn't have to touch any of those bushings, but it is what it is. All right, he's working on getting the bushings out of the springs. I just got the driver's side spring hanger off. What I did was cut an X in the head of the rivet and then just used an air hammer, air chisel to pop them out. It made it a whole lot easier, and we didn't have to use the torch and worry about blowing the gas tank up. Here you can see how much of a difference the mounting point is. It'll be a pretty good drop there. So now I've just got to get the other side off, which is going to be a whole lot of the same thing, but this side should be a lot easier. There's not as many things in the way. Just cut an X in the head there, chisel that off, blow it through, then this thing comes off. Then we can bolt on the new ones and start getting ready to hang the springs, but we still have to go get the bushings and stuff. All right, the rear end is completely apart. Now we just have to go get the bushings and bolts. Then we can have everything for putting that back together. And then we still have to get to the front, and it's almost 5:30 right now. I'm gonna try and get as much done today, but it's not looking too great. Alright, it's the next day because we couldn't get the bushings until this morning, but we got them in the springs. We got the springs all ready to go. We just have to notch a couple small sections. We just have to notch right here so that the new hangers can sit in there. And then we can throw those back together and get the rear end all done. And then once we're done with that, we can get started on the front end. That shouldn't take too long. Then we can drop it down. I'm really excited to see how it's sitting. All right, we got it all together. Still pretty high. All right, we got the rear end all together. We dropped it on the ground so we could see how it sits, and it was a big improvement. It really was, but it wasn't quite 4 inches. That's what she said. So right now we're pulling the overload leaf off the bottom. It's about 3/4 of an inch thick, so that'll give us, it should get us close to that 4-inch drop. I know a lot of it just needs to settle. We lubed up the bushings and everything so that they can move freely. It just wasn't quite as low as we were hoping, but it's definitely a huge improvement. I'm excited for you guys to see it. I think it already looks way better than it did before. Overload springs are off. Let's drop it back down and see where it's at now. And where the wheel is now is pretty much where it used to be, like the actual ride height.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot happier.
Oh yeah, that's way nicer.
Oh yeah.
And it'll still settle a little bit. That looks so much better. How's the other side look? Just step over all these friggin' engines and transmissions. Yeah, that looks so much nicer. Yeah, let me get a measurement of where it was. Because before we did anything, it was sitting, this side was 35 and 3/4, the other side was 36 even. Just about 4 inches. Like that, I can 100% live with. All right, small break and then start on the front. Alright, we got the old spring out. You can see the difference compared to the new springs. That is pretty close to a 3-inch difference there. So it'll definitely have some drops. So we're gonna start throwing it back together. Shouldn't take too much longer. Truck's all together. Oh, way better. Holy crap. It's a whole new truck. It looks like a completely different truck. What a good day. Good couple days. Man, that's so much better. Like, I don't know how good it's gonna look on camera, but in person, this thing looks sweet. Bit of a chair. Forgot about that e-brake cable. Dude, that thing looks sweet. Oh my God. It really does look like a completely different truck. Holy shit. Dude, that thing looks so good.
Like taking his little high heels off.
Yeah, no shit. Gosh dang. Well, I am thrilled. I mean, between you and me, the back could come down like another inch or so that it's not quite like that, but man, the way it is now, that thing looks fucking awesome. Man, I'm so glad we finally got that knocked out. It's just gonna be so much easier to work on now that it doesn't look fucking ridiculous. But I gotta go clean up my mess after 2 days of this bullshit. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And we'll see you next time.